I never imagined that a simple work trip could turn my life upside down. My wife, Sarah, told me she had to travel for a week to attend a business seminar in another city. I trusted her completely, maybe too much. I thought she'd come back with souvenirs, stories about seminars, maybe even a few photos for memories. What I didn't expect was for her to return with something that would shatter everything I believed about us. The first hint that something was off came the moment she stepped off the plane. There was a nervous stiffness in her smile, an odd hesitation in her step. She hugged me quickly and muttered something about being tired. I brushed it off. After all, long trips are exhausting. But the gut feeling I tried to ignore kept nagging at me. A few days later, Sarah started acting differently at home. She was distant, overly cautious about what she said, and for the first time in years, she seemed almost anxious. I couldn't put my finger on it until she suddenly dropped a bombshell one evening. "I have something to tell you," she said, her voice trembling. I braced myself, expecting maybe a confession about work stress or a minor secret she had kept. What I heard instead left me frozen. "I'm pregnant," she whispered. At first, I forced a smile. A child should be a joyous thing, right? But the unease didn't leave me. Something about her tone, the way she avoided my gaze, made me feel the air crackle with unspoken truths. Then she said it. "It's not yours." Every word hit me like a punch to the stomach. I blinked, thinking I misheard her. "What do you mean, not mine?" I asked, my voice tight. Her eyes filled with tears, and she couldn't even meet my gaze. That's when she blurted out the impossible. It's my best friend's husband." Time stopped. I don't remember how I didn't collapse right there on our living room floor. The woman I married, the person I thought I knew inside and out, had betrayed me in the most unimaginable way. My mind raced, replaying every trip she took, every dinner, every meeting she claimed she had. I needed answers, and I needed them now. I confronted her, and the story unfolded like a nightmare. Her best friend's husband, Mark, had been obsessed with her for months, texting her constantly. She had brushed it off at first, but during my absence, Mark's persistence became irresistible, or so she claimed. They had met while I was away, and the rest, as they say, was history. Her reaction to my anger was almost casual. No pleading, no desperate apologies, just a kind of resigned acknowledgement, as if she expected me to take it. I felt my world collapse. But in that moment, I realized something crucial. My reaction had to be more than shock or rage. I had to reclaim my life. I didn't scream, I didn't beg, I left. I stayed with a friend for the next few days, letting my mind clear. I started documenting everything: texts, emails, even vague confessions she had made during casual conversations. I wanted the truth on record, and I wanted to protect myself from any future manipulations. When I returned home, Sarah tried to act normal, hoping things would settle. But I had changed. I calmly told her I was filing for separation and that she would need to handle the consequences of her choices. No theatrics, no bargaining, just cold, unshakable reality. The most powerful moment wasn't in her tears or guilt. It was in the silence that followed. Her reaction, that mixture of shock and helplessness, said it all. She realized she had gambled with our life and lost, and I was no longer the man who would forgive blindly. Sometimes life doesn't go the way you imagine. Sometimes betrayal comes from the ones closest to you. But in that moment, I knew one thing: my life, my dignity, and my future were mine to protect, and I wasn't going to let anyone take that away ever again.